What is going on, guys? Zach here from iTrendz coming to you guys with a watch list video, and we're actually going to be doing this completely live. I've looked at NASDAQ a little bit, got my thoughts, but I haven't looked at any trades. We're going to do it very quickly. I'm going to try and make this very, very quick. To recap, today is the 17th. We got our FOMC minutes released today, which was very good because we learned a few things. We learned that slowdown in demand, these are all in their words, right? This is what we want to pay attention to. It's in their words, right? So they are going to be looking for a slowdown in demand, and they say that that would play a key role in inflation reduction of inflation. Obviously, that's pretty obvious, right? Demand comes down, inflation comes down. But that's what they're looking for. So they're actually saying to us, they're looking for demand to slow down. So if demand does slow down, don't get worried. We're actually looking for it because that means inflation will start to inflect down. So that's what they're kind of pointing towards, which is really, really important. So if we see that in the housing market, we see that in services and goods and stuff, inside of the earnings reports and everything. So that is what we should be looking towards and keep on our minds. They also said that they also expect the unemployment rate to raise in the second half of 2022, which is really interesting. That's also good because if it were to raise, and won't be as much as a scare to the market. Maybe initially it will, but after a while, it'll be brought up again. And the Fed is looking for the unemployment rate to increase in the second half of 2022. And if they are wrong about that, that could actually cause it. That's like a little bit of a confusing scenario. So we'll have to figure that out when we come to it. But possibly the most important thing is that they admitted that if the public does not trust them, there's going to be much further risk to assets, which is obvious, right? During the 70s, excuse me, when Paul Volcker was the FOMC chairman, they did not trust him. They didn't trust the Fed. What happened, it obviously caused a very big issue inside of all the markets, including the stock market. So if the public does lose faith in the Fed, we can expect that there will be some significant selling pressure inside of the market. By the way, if you guys are liking these videos, please drop a like down below. Also, a comment helps a lot, especially because if it includes feedback, excuse me, that really helps us make better videos for you guys. And of course, the subscription helps as well. But anyway, let's get back into it. So the most important part before we get into a NASDAQ here is just watch the Fed funds rate. That's all you have to do. All the stuff that I just said might seem complex, but really just watch the Fed funds rate. That's what we're really talking about right now. We're not talking about QE, QT. We're not talking about any of that. We're not talking about the balance sheet runoff. That's really not the main focus right now. The main focus is what hikes are we going to be getting? What's going on? So you manage that and monitor rather the Fed funds rate through the Fed funds rate. If you go on to investing.com, they have a very easy way to track it. Investing.com/Fed funds rate. If you look it up, you'll be able to see it. Right now, we're pricing in a 71% chance of a 50 bips in September. The more that goes down, i.e., the more that we price in a 75 bips, the more selling pressure we're going to see in the market. We haven't really seen too much selling pressure on the market. We also haven't seen that percentage go up. Those two things coincide. They go together. So anyway, let's get into the market here. NASDAQ. So I track NASDAQ. Some of you might know that. We'll get into QQQ here in a second as well. This is on the daily time frame. One thing I do want to point out is that we were overbought here, and QQQ as well was overbought. We'll take a look at that in a second. We were overbought, and we're now managing to cool this off. We did see some increased volume here, probably because of the selling upside up top here. We are seeing longer dated puts with larger premiums starting to come in here. Not saying that this rally is over and we're going to reverse from here, et cetera, et cetera. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's something to note, that we are getting clearly high on this bear market rally. And so people are protecting themselves by giving themselves a hedged position, right? So one thing I do want to note is this is a 3-bar reversal right here. This is the futures. We're going to see if QQQ is the same as well. Futures dailies look a little bit different than the QQQ daily candles. This is a 3-bar reversal where you have one candle up, a second candle in the middle, and then the third bar engulfs the first and the second bar on the reverse side, right? And it must be the opposite of the first candle. So this buyer's candle, right? This is a seller's candle closed on the other side. That usually signals a reversal. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen right away. It just means that that usually does signal a reversal. That is a very highly probable pattern inside of a 5-minute time frame. If you want more information on that, just drop a comment below and we can actually do a video on that. We also have it inside of our ebook. We will list that in the description below, our candlestick ebook. So one thing I'm looking for here is I'm looking for us to come down to 3,400, and I'm not expecting us to sell super hard through it. If we do sell on any sells, any shorts that I'm entering inside of the market, I really want to break and retest. It's a little difficult for me personally to just get into a short where we're at right now. If I don't have a break and retest, right? I need that confirmation, right? So I am looking for us to break and retest 3,400 for me to enter shorts down to 32,225, and then ultimately down to 13,000 in the 12,900 area, right? 13,000 being right here, and then 12,900, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I also am very intrigued, depending on where we open up. If we were open up at 3,400 level and we're oversold on the smaller time frames, like a 1 hour, a 15-minute, and a 5-minute, I will be buying inside of demand there. I'll let price action kind of develop inside of that 3,400 zone, and then I'll actually buy the dip back up to 3,500. Whether we're going to have enough strength to actually close tomorrow above 3,500 or even Friday, I personally am not in that category. I don't think so. I think we have a greater chance of closing underneath 3,500 tomorrow on the next day, and then actually making a descent towards 13,000, 12,900 before actually seeing a bigger bounce, right? So that's where I'm in. So let's just move to QQQ, because I'm sure that a lot of you track that rather than NASDAQ, so that'll be more important for you guys. So we actually do have a 3-bar reversal here as well. You can see the candles look a little bit different. Like I said, those daily candles are different. So we do have a 3-bar reversal right here. We close right at 328. Came down, trapped this 326. So that's that 13,400 level, right? This 326. So underneath this 326, I do see us moving towards this lower zone that I got here, which is this 320.7 to 321.90. I will be looking for potential bounces inside of this 326. Again, if I'm going to go short, I want underneath and break and then retest, and then I'll take it down all day. I actually do have a hedge position. I bought some TQs instead of Qs because they're a little bit more expensive on the Q side. I actually bought these here. They're up like 5 cents or so. They're 916. Let's find out. 916.29 puts. So a little bit out of the money. Super, super cheap. I bought 10 of them. It's way cheaper position than buying a QQQ contract short. So I did hedge myself with that. And I've also got some other longer positions in here as well. So anyway, for the upside in different sectors, but those aren't really tech related. So anyway, let's get into the market here. Let's see what I like and what I'm looking at tomorrow. So this is AMD. We've been struggling in this 100 level recently. Big rejection of this, big rejection of this 96 level. Let's drop down to the hourly here. Oh man, see, we're almost so oversold already again. Need to get rid of some of these for you. Wow, we're actually almost oversold again. I would take this above here. I'm going to get rid of this as well. I would take this above 98.62 and trade it toward 100. And honestly, I would wait for a break and retest of this, but 96.69 underneath there, I can see us going towards this 94 level. So basically, I'm looking for underneath this 96.69, rather 73. 96.73 with a break and retest down to 94.91, or I'm looking above this 98.61 towards 100. Let's look at contracts here. This all depends on where we open up, right? Of course. Probably would look right at the 99s or the 100s. Probably most likely go with the 99s. They'll be about $1.60, right? That's perfect for my price range. I love to buy contracts in that $1.60 range. Underneath at 96 level, we'll probably buy 96s right at the money, or 95s. Honestly, because everybody's going to be in the 95s, I'd probably join those guys at 95s for the puts there. Let's keep it moving here. I want to make this nice and short for you guys. NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA already at 180, huh? I missed my short today. I actually didn't take any trades today. I took no trade. Actually, I haven't taken any trades today or yesterday. I really just haven't liked any setups. You never feel pressure to take any trades in the market. There's always going to be a trade. If you don't like the setup, just don't take the trade. Let's see. Wow, we're almost oversold in this 1 hour. If we were to open up at this 180 here, like if we open up inside of this 179.50 to 180.86, and we're oversold on the hourly, oversold on the 15-minute, I'll take the bounce trade back up to this 185. If we were to open up towards this 185, I'll see how we react to this 185 and take a break and retest up to this 187 level here. So again, I take the above if we're open up towards it. We're actually breaking and retesting. We're using as support this 185 level towards 187.5. Or if we open at this 179.50, excuse me, to this 181.22, and we're oversold in the hourly and we're oversold on the 15-minute. Those are two rules. You have to be oversold on both at the same time. And if you are, then I will take that long position. If we're not, and we're actually looking shorter on the day, I do like underneath this 179.26 because you have a nice bit of impulse move here down to this 175. We're actually probably going to have a quick flush down to the 175s. Let's see. As far as the upside here, oh yeah, NVIDIA contracts are getting expensive because we got earnings, I believe, on the 24th. So next week. 187.5 look good. I would not go to the 190s, to be honest. I would look at the 187.5 above that 185 level, maybe the 190s if it's not within your price range. As far as the put side, $177.5 or 175s. Honestly, I'd rather stick to the 177.5. So I know that the 175s, excuse me, are going to probably get more volume, but I'd rather be in the 177.5s. So I'd be looking for either of these contracts, most likely the 177.5. Let's keep going here. I like to also trade Amazon. So this is what I do every single time when I'm looking at my stocks. I literally just look through the list of the stocks that I trade every single day. I gotta wait for a 140 break to take it short. We're not quite oversold. Amazon could see some weakness here. If we get some weakness in the market, Amazon was actually pretty weak today. It really kind of freaked me out. I didn't really, not freak me out, but it didn't really make too much sense to me. I really gotta wait for it to break underneath 140. Yeah, I gotta wait for it to break underneath 140 and retest this 139.69. So that trade might not be the best for tomorrow. So let's just keep moving on. Let's check where Apple is. Apple is so overbought. It's almost not even funny. It's actually super overbought. Where is it on the weekly? We did hit, oh my God, we are almost overbought again. Look at this. This is not a healthy retracement. I'll back up. Like that kind of scares me for what's potentially in store, but Apple overall could fall on another $25 and back down to 150 and it would be perfectly okay. That's a good thing. That's a good catalyst. Inside Apple, would I be buying it here? No, I would not be buying it, especially if I don't have fund money. I would not be buying it. But I'm sorry for all these lines on my charts too. I'll make sure to mix them up. I also should have gone to the other chart. I'm going to make sure I do that right now, just in case for the rest. I'm so sorry. I'm a little jumbled here, as you can tell. Okay, let's see. AMD, we didn't go to ARK here. ARK looks pretty weak, but it's already oversold, so I can't really take that trade on the 1 hour. You guys haven't noticed that's my rule. Look at the 1 hour RSI a lot. 1 hour and 15-minute RSI. But that's just my trading style. I don't really like Tesla. Let's go down the list here. Let's look at coin. I frequently trade coin. If we're going to have a bounce in this 3,400 level, I like where the RSI is sitting. I like the fact that we've already bounced off 80. Let's put this in the back pocket. Let's keep going here. I'm going to give you guys one more. Proud. If I don't see a trade like immediately when I bring up a stock, I just keep going to the next one. I'm gonna set an alert, but I'm not. I just want to know when price breaks below there. I want to see how we are. Let's keep going here. DocuSign, I haven't traded DocuSign. What about Shopify? Shopify back down to this 36. Shopify is really, really struggling. Like the market is doing well, obviously, and Shopify is struggling. It's not good. Upstart as well. Upstart is definitely struggling. I like this short. I do like this short. You either buy it at 30 or you short it down to 30. Hold on. Take it right underneath here. Break and retest would be best. Underneath this 32.5 down to the 30, or if you're not comfortable taking that short, wait for it to get into this 30 range and then buy it, the bounce back up to this 32. If you're going to do that, I would go close to the money. So I'd buy it probably off that 30 bounce, buy 32s. And if you're going to short it, I would just buy 32 puts. So 32 calls and 32 puts Yeah, I like this trade. I'm gonna make sure that I keep this on watch. All right, so that's been it. That's all I'm gonna go over today. AMD, Nvidia, and Upstart as well. We take a look at some other stocks, but not as favorable. Thank you Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Sorry, I'm a little quick on this one, sort of. At least I feel like I'm going quick, or at least I'm talking fast. At least, sorry, I'm trying to get it out quickly. But anyway, we really appreciate you guys watching. And of course, we will be bringing you guys. We've been doing lots of content recently. Like we've been just pushing out videos, pushing out videos. If they aren't actual videos, they're short. So please feel free to check them out. Drop a subscription down below if you like the video. Drop a like if you liked it a lot. And comments are always super helpful. If you're not going to hit the like or the dislike button or the subscribe button, just a comment is super, super helpful. That way we know what we should be doing more of or what we should be doing less of. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. This has been Zach with iTrendz. We'll see you in the next video.